Today we're up in town because we've got a fence to paint. We've also got a new toy. New sprayer. So I have used one of these before. We used them on a lawn project. I had a little loaner from a mate, but brand newy. Let's get it set up. Gun, hose, extension. Probably not gonna use that. A couple of tips, but there's already one on it. So maybe I'll get the instructions out. Maybe I won't. Instructions, deal with them later. I need a knife and an extension cord. It's with the blunt knife. It's already got a tip in it. So these things come in a few different models. This is like not the cheapest, not the most expensive, but this one, the Pro X17, apparently comes with a slightly better gun and a longer hose. Let's get it set up. Guide. So many controls. Sweet. Locked, unlocked. Ah, swivel. That's the difference between this and the cheaper one. It's got a swivel connection. Way better. Cool. All right, I reckon it's time to mix up some paint and get this thing primed. So we have, what do we got? Dulux Weather Shield Color Guard. This stuff actually comes, this is Colorbond Monument. So maybe they do mix it up, I don't know, but it's for darker colors. So we are going Monument on the fence. Dulux Monument, not too bad. That'll do for the moment. I reckon I can leave the sprayer here. All right, let's get some paint in this thing and then get painting. Basically want to shove it down as far as possible and then you don't have to come and adjust it or re-prime it when it runs out. So whack it on prime and wait until paint starts coming out. There we go. Boom. See that? Paint coming out, ready to go. Now we've got to get the water out of this. Turn it up. There we go. That's all paint now. Let's start it on about halfway setting, see how the spray pattern looks. We'll adjust it from there. Hopefully we can knock this out in, I don't know, an hour, 30 meters. Let's see. First of all, we need to turn it sideways, but that almost looks all right. We need a little bit more pressure. Not a flat wall, so you kind of have to go in a couple of directions. Pretty much 2 cans, 1 full coat. That stuff sucks it up. All right, might do some touch-ups, let it dry and get a drink. I've got 1 tin of paint left and I am gonna have to mix it up. 2 cans, got me 1 proper coat, quite a thick coat because it sucks it up, except I am gonna have to come back and grab the edges again. So 3 cans can do 1 side. Not quite 2 coats, but a good, thick, heavy one. I'll have to mix this one up and finish spraying. Probably not gonna film that because it's the same thing again. little battery numbers, so good for small areas. I doubt I'd be able to do anything back at home with an electric one, but these guys do have a massive electric ride on. Might be fun to test. All right, I reckon it came out pretty bloody good. 2 coats, 30 litres, maybe a couple of hours, a little bit of prep. Had to make sure we swept all the dust off the fence first. Oh, I can see a couple of little patches I might have to touch up with a brush later, but I reckon that's pretty bloody good. Power tools. How good are power tools? Good job done, I reckon. Good job done. Almost time to head home. Probably made myself another job. What do you reckon? This shed now looks terrible against the fence. Do I paint it or do I replace it? It's probably like a 3x6 shed from like the 80s or something. I don't know. Let me know if you reckon we should try and paint it and save it, or find a new one and try and slot it in there between that fence. Did end up getting a second coat on, and I've gone through all this paint. So 10 litres, 30 litres for one side of the fence. Not a bad job. Can't see any more yellow bit, which is the main thing. So time to clean up. Bit of paint on this gun. Good thing about this paint, cleans up very easily in water. Gotta get all the paint out of the lines and get this thing clean. Time to pack up, see if we can't get a surf in. How good. I'm stuffed.